Welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to install Grafana in our Debian virtual machine. So previously we installed and configured Zabbix, and the other main monitoring tool used is Grafana or monitoring system. So let's get some experience on it. I verified my IP address. I am logged in remotely as SSH in my server. So it's not really remotely, the server is running in the background in the virtual machine, but just CMD is more cooler as compared to that stubborn virtual machine interface. So first of all, I did sudo apt update. I made sure that all the packages are up to date. So if they are not, your system may take a bit longer because I do sudo apt update almost every day. So most of the time they are updated. Sudo apt install y, which means yes, apt dash transport dash https. These are some dependencies which we need before installing the Grafana. Curl gnupg2 ca dash certificates, and I'm going to hit enter. So once again, they are already installed because I was already testing the stuff, and some of them are already installed in my system. So if they are not, the command is going to install them in your system. It can take a while, maybe 5 to 10 minutes depending on your network, but it's just a simple thing. Once it's done, sudo mkdir make directory -p /etc/apt/keyrings. What we are doing now is that we installed the previous dependencies to establish a safe HTTPS connection with the Grafana server. Like Grafana server, I mean the original server from where we are going to get the packages to install in our system. So what I'm doing is I'm generating the public key of Grafana, and what I'm doing is that when I'm going to get the packages to install Grafana, when I'm going to add the Grafana repository in my Debian system or my Linux system, I'm going to verify that the packages which I am getting are originally from the original Grafana source. So that's why we are using a public key to verify the source. And that's why we installed that HTTPS and everything in the previous command. So this is the command. I'm making this video like slowly. I'm not fast forwarding the command. You can easily copy them or see them, or you can even pause the video if you are really following with me. So echo deb, and here we are going to put signed by signed dash by equal to /etc/apt/keyrings, and then /Grafana. All right, .gpg https, and now we're going to put the link which we used above as well, apt.grafana.com stable main, and that's it. That's the command. We can add another command with it, so just use that bar, sudo tviews bar when we are going to command when we are going to combine two commands. I was going to put the sudo t command like after executing this, but since it's like a simple thing, so let's just, or that's how it's supposed to be, like you can just combine them. Sudo t etc apt sources.list.d/g grafana.list. It looks like it went to the new line. It's basically the same command, same line. I haven't used spacebar or anything. I can't adjust it, but you get it. It's the part of the same. So this whole thing which I type is one command. So just give it a read. When you're typing a long command, it is very likely that you're going to make some typo. And I always recommend to reread it at least once, verify it, everything is okay. The points, the slashes, the space bars, everything is perfectly there. And it looks it is. So let's hit enter. And you can see that it responded that the public key is signed by Grafana. I'm going to make sudo apt update, and now you can see that I got the Grafana packages in my Debian system. They are ready to be installed, or I can install Grafana using these packages. So here you see that the grafana.com stable appears. So which means we are going to obviously sudo apt install yes Grafana. That's it. So it can take time. In my case, it took like approximately 20-25 minutes. And I have my system in my virtual machine, so that factors also impacts it. But I'm just going to cut forward the video. You can see that the installation is almost complete. Since it's a proper software, it's a proper thing, so it can take some time. But here we go. It's installed. There it says you can start a Grafana server. The name of the service is Grafana server. So let's implement those. Sudo systemctl daemon reload. That's what comes like generally whenever you install a new service. You are doing something, you change or edit config of any service. We always do these steps. Sudo systemctl enable Grafana server, and then it's sudo systemctl. The next command, we are going to start Grafana server. So if you remember how we install packages in Linux, you know that these steps are like inevitable. Sudo systemctl status Grafana server. So that's what we want to see. Everything is enabled, active, and running. So that's what we expected. Everything is good. There are no errors. We cannot see anything here. Nothing is visible here. Now let's verify our IP address one more time. And you copy it, or you can note it down. Go to any browser, put the IP address, and use the port 3000. By default, Grafana web page appears on the port 3000. So here's Grafana web page. There are no errors. I cannot see anything. Installation went well. The default credentials are admin. And once you're logged in, it's going to ask you to change a password. It's not necessary. You can skip, or you can use the same password which you usually use for your test environments. I keep the same password, so it is easy to remember for me. You can see that the Grafana web page dashboard is here. So let's minimize it. There are some dependencies, some more things which we need to include. Grafana, it just shows you the data. It presents you the data. But there are some, you can say, additional dependencies or additional tools which we need to install in our system, which later we are going to like connect with Grafana. So sudo apt update -y. I made update one more time just to be safe. And I'm going to install those additional tools. Sudo apt install yes -y is yes. Prometheus. Prometheus is one of the tool which is specifically used to measure your server stuff like CPU, hardware, network, and like it has like hundreds of uses. And the Grafana works very well with Prometheus. So we are going to install Prometheus. Again, it can take 5 to 10 minutes depending on your system, but I just like fast forwarded it. So we installed Prometheus, and now we can install another, you can say, module of Prometheus. Prometheus-node-exporter. So we could have placed this all in the one command, Prometheus and spacebar and Prometheus-node-exporter. But I just did it separately. It doesn't really matter. So you can see that it's installed. There are 2 more tools which we need to take care of. So Prometheus, it's more about your server system. Sudo systemctl enable Prometheus. Let's just first enable Prometheus. And the other thing as well, which was Prometheus node exporter. I could have again done it separately, but I'm doing just in one command to make it more short and quick. You can see that it is enabled. Then the play. So the systemctl start, and then comes status. So you always have to remember these 3 things. Enable, then comes a start, then comes a status. We must verify the status. We have to know if there are any errors pre-hand before we advance the next steps. So here I can see that both of them are active and running. I cannot see any red errors, so everything is good. And now comes the other tool. So the sudo apt install, you know how it is. Sudo apt install -y -y Loki. So Loki is more logs oriented tool which handles more of your system logs and stuff. Especially, we are going to build a log dashboard as well in Grafana. Grafana is actually very multifunctional. But here you can see that I installed Loki. It's good, it's installed. And there is one more tool, the last one, which is sudo apt install Promtail. So we installed Prometheus, Loki, and Promtail. These are the 3 tools which we installed mainly, which we are going to integrate or connect with our Grafana, and then we are going to build a beautiful dashboard. So the system is going to install them. Once all of them are installed here, you can see that Promtail is done. Now you know the drill. Once again, sudo systemctl enable. We have to enable what? Loki and Promtail. We have to enable both of them. So I'm going to just put them in one command. Loki space Promtail. Then it's start, sudo systemctl start, and then it is status. So this drill is very easy to remember if you're working every day with Linux. You know that's how it is. So active and running enabled, active and running. Everything appears good. I'm just going to give it last sudo apt update, and this video comes to an end. So everything is there. The Grafana dashboard is working. The tools are there. The dependencies are there. Thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.